Hello, comrades, and welcome back. I didn't do an audio or a video test before we started this, and that was my neglect. It's a little late in the evening. I am tired. I had run out of episodes of this. Oh, right, we were bringing coal. That was the point. That was this. So I had to record more, like right now. So we're going to do that. I need a pair of locomotives for this future coal train. Oh, I can just walk through there, okay. And I need another freight car, hopefully. Yeah, let's make one of those. Apparently we're researching weapon shooting speed. I didn't really remember what we were doing. Let's just take two. And this is pretty much only making... It's the only thing we're using our oil for, is making clip explosives. So, I guess this is fine. It's just going to stay the way it is. So we have no moving trains on the system. Happy Monday. I don't really know how I should begin these episodes. But we're here. We're here. We're just going to have to live with this thing that we're doing. This is going to be the drop-off of iron ore. The question is, what do I do with the iron ore after that? Now, I have 38 steel furnaces. I want to compare that to what we have currently. I also want a buttload of inserters. I want to make some fast inserters. I don't know. It's been a little bit since I've played. I'm in that window. Well, I'm in the holiday season. I should say that we're in the holiday season, and I have been so busy. Every time, like, I think I'm as busy as I possibly can be as a human being, it goes up one more notch. All right, we're fine with electricity. We're fine with protection. I'm pretty sure. I mean, these turrets aren't gonna continue existing like this forever, but it is what it is. We need to build an outpost around the coal, which is probably something I should work on, just to get the coal moving. Oh right, I wanted to look at how many furnaces I have working on iron right now, because we could theoretically funnel all of this iron to steel production. You know, all of this right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, times 2 is 12, times 3 is, well, times 4 is 24, so 36. Pretty sure that's 36. So we have 38. I don't know what they stack to. I don't know if they stack to 50 or 100. I guess we'll find out because we have a production line for them. They stack to 50. Alright, now I've got 2 stacks. We have plenty of walls. Again, not totally sure what our order of operations should be, but I feel like making the furnace thing should probably be fairly high on the list. Making more iron. I could, if I wanted to, make this belt a straight line, but oh no, I don't have to get rid of cliffs to do that. I have to get rid of some, but no, let's do that. Let's make this a straight line. And we've got weapon shooting speed again. Let's do, well, we need that to make the space science, I guess. Concrete, lab research speed. And then the rest of these are military science. Let's do circuit network. Let's just chop all this down. Again, I'm grateful for the fact that we no longer have to worry about making a pickaxe. 2,600 wood in our inventory, which I don't think is a record high, because we had more and then I turned it into power poles and things. Alright, we've got to meet the corner. We have to complete the square. Does everyone remember doing that in algebra or whatever it was? And we have to keep an eye out for warnings about our base being beat up. And in fact, I should probably keep an eye on warnings just in general to make sure they are not coming from the outpost. Because if they are, well, then we have a bigger problem. Oh, right. Q is the button to put down stuff, right? Now, let's pick all these up. Oh, we're going to run out of inventory space, probably. We've got a lot of mags in our pocket. 3 spaces left in the inventory. Alright, and this is where we will build our furnaces. So, I want them to be a little bit higher capacity. I mean, it's 15 items per second. These guys have a crafting speed of 2. Iron plates take 3.2 seconds. Great, the math is going to get really wonky now. Let's say they take 1.5 seconds. So, if an iron plate is consumed every 1.5 seconds, I'm suddenly lost. Well, an iron plate is consumed every 1.5 seconds. Then what happens? How many? I mean, 15 items per second. And then there's some sort of multiple in there. I could break out a calculator, but I honestly don't want to. So we'll say 1.5 seconds, 15 items per second. And, no, if I do some very basic math, it comes out to 10, but I don't know if that 10 is like valid or useful for anything. So that's not very helpful in the end. I know I am so close, right? I'm so close to figuring out uses for these numbers, and I don't have them. This is why this is the game you play with spreadsheets, but I'm not going to do that. We have 2 belts coming in because we're going to power up this whole thing. I'm going to say, just going with my gut, and I'm going to say 10... Yep. And put a belt down the middle, put a second belt down the middle. That'll be for coal and junk. More furnaces, right? Oh, you know what? Let's move that out of there and drop furnaces here. Yes. Oops, missed. Okay. And then we'll drop 2 more lanes of belts down. Honestly, I have no idea if this is like a sound design. We will find out when we get there. We also need a belt out down the middle. I need more belts. So we just threw down 40 furnaces. I'm wondering if I should put down an additional 40. I mean, we have them, right? There's no kill like overkill. It's Factorio. And there's very well likely someone out there that is watching me that has played a lot of Factorio, that understands the math, and is like, oh, it's so simple, of course it's this, you know, it's 10, or it's, you know, whatever it is. I don't want to sit here and just try to crunch numbers, you know. That's not what this series is about. This series is about me just absolutely winging it. So, come on, like that. We will want to have this tuck into there, this tuck into here, Or, you know what? We can invert these just to annoy some people. Let's grab it underneath the... And... Yeah. Although this is slightly inefficient because I'm using one extra belt. I'm using one more belt than I could. So, some things I can't escape. I mean, I think this is going to be it, and we can try to double it later, I guess. So, we need a bunch of long-handed inserters, and the thing is, we do not have enough, what do we need? We need gear wheels and iron plates, so let's just grab a bunch of iron plates. They're up here. I don't have a factory that makes the long-handed inserters. We've made 30. We're going to need 40. So let's do that. We also need, what, 16 of these? So, yeah, that's going to need to get done. We also need 40 regular inserters. That's a different problem. That's the belts, that's the gun turrets, this is the inserters. I grab 50 of those. And now the next problem, of course, is getting power to all these inserters. We don't have long-handed burner inserters. That would be very funny, but also very cursed. So, let's, I know we need a long-handed inserter and a regular inserter for every single one of these. We will keep them symmetrical. Or no, you know what? Let's not have them reaching over one another. That'll be slightly more aesthetically pleasing. Although you folks are totally welcome to yell at me if you disagree with my assessment of what is and isn't aesthetically pleasing. Just know that I will not listen. Not even a little. Alright. Grab and place. And of course we made just enough because I can in fact do that level of basic math. And this is where I say, well, if I had the bigger electric poles, I could save on blah blah blah, but we need to use up all this wood, so we're going to keep using the other electric poles. Stack inserters. Those could be useful in the future. What was I was trying to gun for something, and I can't remember what it was. But let's start the stack inserter research. Oh, you know what? I've realized if I am going to use the regular things, I can't put them like this. I can't do it. My desire to use wood has torpedoed my ideas of what would be nice to have. Oh well. In terms of aesthetics. Alright, so let's... I still do need to alternate these, don't I? Yes, I do. And once again, someone smart in the audience figured that out long before I did. It just becomes a question of watching me and going, alright, when's he gonna figure it out? Alright, let's, what's the most efficient way to do this? So, like that, right. And then one here? Yeah. Well, that's the problem. I very quickly run out of space, don't I? Or I need to put it on this side is what it is. Yeah. So that does work. And then I need to put it here? No, that doesn't work. What's going on? Okay, I need to stick to a side and keep them on that side. Because they need to be closer together than I can do it on one side. So there and there. Okay. Okay. So that's one done. Now we got to do the other side just like we did over there. We don't have robots or anything, so we've got to do it by hand. Okay, so I started like this, double, double. You know what? Let's invert the other side. Let's do that. Let's have some fun with it. Nope. There, and then two, 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 two. Maybe I should put in the underneathies before I put in everything on top so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay. And then here. It sounds like skipping. Did I put these at the top or the bottom? I put them at the top. Okay, wonderful. Let's put that there. And let's say export. Oh yeah, because we can have these match those. Although that won't really look great, but we need to... So those are on the same line. Well, okay. Nothing is going to look great. We just need to make a decision and go with it. You know? We just need to commit. I'm short one power pole, but it'll be okay. So, here, 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 here. Need more inserters. This is why I cannot wait to get robots. Like, I don't like using everyone else's blueprints, but the tedium of the game is not the fun part of the game. The fun part of the game is expanding the factory, which is something that we do need to do. We need to go in that direction. But we also need to start getting blue science on the board, and that's a different kind of problem. I mean, if we look at... We still have 270,000 iron ore, which is probably going to be the first thing to run out, but we're going to need stuff like plastics, and that is a different problem entirely. Alright, so we'll shift down by one for these. Oh no, those are slightly higher, I see. Let's just follow along the pattern and see how it comes out, because I don't actually know how this is going to look. Yeah, so one lower, right? Yeah, so it's one above, and then it's on the level. Oh, wait. No. This one is... Yeah, it's one above, then it's on the level, and then it's... Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Sort of. Not like know what I'm doing, like know what I'm doing. Like, I have a functioning aesthetic of sorts that I can run with. Although these are... What is that one? I put that one underneath. So there, 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 there. It's like baby's first tileable design, almost. We're getting there. And we do have everything hooked up such that we could turn this machine on if we... I put this in the wrong spot. we could turn this machine on if I wanted to. And I almost do. We're almost there, I swear. I'll have to take my word for it, but we are almost there. And we finished stack inserter, which is a milestone of sorts. Oh no. Not only did we start making this, I just realized we cannot run everything here at once. I can run that one. Oh man, so does this mean we need to make the better things after all? The better power poles? I really hope I set this up right, because if I didn't, we're sending iron ore down, which is not what I wanted to do. But I'm just throwing down power poles without a care in the world. And well, let's attach it around the back. There we go. All right, now we have this whole thing running, almost. And I don't really know what to do with these. I mean, I guess what we can do is we can add these here and throw down a... It's Q to drop stuff, I remembered. Throw down one there. And that'll cover everything. It just won't be very pretty. Alright, so those are all in. I could always turn these around and run it out this way, but spacing, you know? Stack inserter, inserter capacity bonus. Alright, let's make this because we will need to get to space science eventually. Or maybe we should make this the modular armor? Make the portable solar panel and start making some of this other stuff. Yeah, okay, let's do the modular armor. Okay, so we almost have the facilities to make a bunch of iron. And we should probably string it out of the bottom, just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of doing it the right way, TM. Now we need to get coal for that setup, and then we need to figure out where we're plugging it in, which is probably going to be somewhere over here, so it's going to be a bit of a long belt. Because I would like to plug this iron in right up here, so that we can focus all of this iron into making steel. Which would mean bending this in. I mean, it's not going to be pretty, but we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll definitely do it. This is the part where I wish I could sleep to make a day. We do have some lights, though. I don't remember where I got these lights. Maybe we can just light things up. I know I joked about not having any lights ever, but it's pretty dark. What we need to do is we need to make a new outpost, number one. And number two, we need to set up something that brings ammo to our outposts. Oh, I need copper plates for gates. But first and foremost, let's get a train over there. Where is the chest of copper plates? Here you are. Inventory almost full. Very nearly. I have one stone brick that I can drop in a chest somewhere. I have 3 empty barrels, which I don't actually know what those are for. Put the stone brick away. The empty barrels can go... oh, here. And then the engine units can go here. And that clears up a little bit of space. I don't think there's any other intermediate products that... well, the sulfur. I'm not sure I can actually craft things with sulfur in my hand. The sulfur can go into there. Alright, that clears up another one. Another couple. Let's drop the copper ore, because we don't need that. We can probably hang on to the stone, because there are some things we need stone to handcraft. And that seems to be doing fine. This one is out. All the other ones seem to be doing fine. Let's make some doors. Gates, as it were. Underground belt here. Imagine I just open the door to a bunch of biters. Alright. We're gonna go in a straight line, pretty much, because... pretty sure the coal is in about a straight line. Um, you know what else is in a straight line? This massive bank of cliffs. Alright, so we'll put the station up here. So we'll keep going in a straight line until we get to a place where we have to go a little bit north, which I'll say is at these trees, so I don't have to chop them down. Not because I care about the environment, this is Factorio, of course, but because it's work. This is Factorio, of course. Alright, time to get rid of some trees. Epic. I think trees will slowly heal, isn't that right? They also absorb pollution, that's a different topic. Okay. Need to build a wall. Ooh, modular armor is done. Let's do the solar panel so we can start working at that modular armor stuff. Nope, grenades. Yep, perfect. Love that. Here for it. Should have got some... Ah, man, I should have brought some more miners out here, because now we're going to have to walk back. Or, I can... Well, no, I can't summon a train, because the only train that's able to get over here is out of fuel. Oh, boy. I definitely thought this one through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These I will chop down because it's only one and I don't want to grenade my own walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. It is not imperative that we make like a perfect amount of space around the edge here. This hopefully shouldn't come under extremely heavy attack to the point where I'm not going to double up the walls yet unless something really catastrophic happens, but I will put a belt that goes around the outside. And I want to put these turrets sort of here, I guess. Nope, too close. Too far, too close to the wall. Yep. Alright, so we'll keep doing that. There. And we've got that. Okay, so let's set up the turrets. Just like they should be... Oh, those were the only turrets that I had, the broken ones. Good to know. Well, I guess that's just the way it's gonna be. At least I had enough belts. Solar panels done. Portable or personal battery belt immunity equipment. That's fascinating. Night vision, energy shield equipment. Let's work on the modules. Alright, so we have some hypothetical defenses at the end of the day. At the very literal end of the day. Oh, hello, autosave. And that's the end of the belt. This is the beginning of the belt. We'll do everything we can. I don't think I can handcraft a locomotive, which makes an awful lot of sense. But, you know. And then let's put... Oh, you know what? Actually, we have enough room for the actual train station, right? Yes. Put that there. We will need to string power back. The big power poles, that would be a smart use for them. Unfortunately, that is not something we will be doing. We will be using the small power poles. That's my own achievement challenge, I guess. Oh. This is too close to the coal deposit. You know, I don't know if I care. So let's... Yeah, I genuinely am not sure if I care. I think, we'll just... Whatever, we need to go back. We need to go back. I can't continue speculating. I need some miners and things. Okay. Military, build 2 gates. Thank you. There. We have a hypothetical defense system at a hypothetical outpost. Oh, let's use this walk back to it. Let's use this walk of shame to hitch up power. All right, that's done. See, this looks realistic. You just have the train line going through the wilderness with the telegraph poles up alongside. There's got to be some other strategic reason to use the big power poles for something like this, right? Our 20... Is that the only set of power... Look, we got to make more power poles. At least to use... Oh, so... Oh no, the trees are dying, guys. The trees are dying. What are we going to do? Right, start research of the productivity module. I'm not a big module guy. You guys might have guessed that, or I might have said it earlier. Is this one done? No. What's next? What did I come back for? Okay. Need to collect my thoughts. Need some turrets. Okay. Need some turrets. Got 50 gun turrets. Gonna need some ammo for those turrets. 3.2 thousand. Fair enough. Gonna need more fast inserters. In fact, we need another 16, so that should do. So we need them for the other train stop. We need miners, like I said, before Gloria called Chris Hansen. I have an assembly line for those, don't I? Yes, right there, okay. Alright, mining drills. And you know what? Let's put some coal in the train and get it out there. Or wood in the train, actually, is what we should use to start with. There's 33 minutes in the episode. We're coming down to the end here. Oh, right, there is exactly one use I have for medium power poles. Exactly one. Thank you. And it's to put in the middle of these train stops. I don't use them for anything else in the game, but I do like to put them in the middle of the train stops so that they cover this gap. Okay, so it's working on making the or the fast inserters for me here. Should we have this fuel itself? There isn't a ton of room. There isn't a ton of room in the outpost for us to do this, so I guess I'll do it here. Or let's shorten that up by 1 so we can use a regular inserter instead of a fast one. Yep. Alright, we also don't have any more regular inserters. Let's get those. Excuse me, coming through. Through our tiny section of single track. Stop. I know different types of fuel give different, like, locomotive performance characteristics and things like that. I also couldn't care less. Came back for more inserters. Yes. Let's walk through all the zappy boys. Those are the less cool kind of zappy boys. They actually make pollution. Okay, so we have our unloading station. I want to throw down some inserters at our unloading station for the coal. Yep. Okay, so we have coal, and those guys will start cooking as soon as we actually get coal in here properly. We also need fuel in the other end of this. And the enemies probably will start attacking the outpost, because they're fairly close to it, once it starts making pollution, and by that I mean it starts mining, because miners do make quite a bit of pollution. So, yeah. Can we fit this whole train in here? Ooh, nailed it. Okay. Let's call this, coal 1. Alright, we've got enough for the coal loader. And we need to make our mining setup. And I guess actually it should come this way and then go back the other way because that's where we have more room. So we'll do it like that. And also, I used to do this. I'm remembering my designs now, which is not good for the sanctity of this series, but we're gonna have to live with that. I don't want to speed things up. I think I'll do the battery, because that seems useful. That's gonna go very quickly, isn't it? Miner. What do I not need in this inventory right now? Probably the cliff explosive. Mining drill. Right. Oh, I didn't have more space over here like I thought I did. Well, I have 2 lanes of space instead of 1. It's not the worst outcome in the world. I might end up needing to space these out more if I can't fit them. No, I can. This actually works out really well. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that to go as smoothly as it just did. Oh, we need to put up the gun turrets. Yep. Definitely need to have our definitely purely defensive turrets. Alright, so let's do this anyway, because we gotta get a move on towards space science. Oh, you know what? Let's come down here. Oh, whoops. No. Not like so. And then these can feed... Oh, no. We've done it again. We're gonna have to space those out. These can feed another belt, which in turn can just wrap around here. And start putting stuff in the train. I understand why people use the larger power poles now. Not that I didn't before, but I felt like I had never truly run into a situation where I went, man, I can't do something. Which, in truth, I guess that's still true, because I can still throw a power pole right here. Just put a little underground belt under it. And as for these two, I can make... Or as for these 3, I can make it 2 and just put a power pole in the middle of the 2. So, that's fine. What about the gun turrets? What about defending the base? Now these should definitely be burner inserters, let's be honest. If we really wanted to sort of... If we wanted to get, like, Batman level of contingency plan into this base... and yes, I did compare myself to Batman. I think that's a favorable I think that's a favorable comparison. I think that's fair. Let's just put as much ammo as we can in there. Okay, that might not be as much as we can, but still. Oh, you know what? Sushi belt. I've never built a sushi belt for anything. Gets this little bulb on the end, and it's perfectly fine. Alright, jump in. Automatic, coal 1, add weight condition, full cargo. And then let's rename this. Let's say smelter. Iron smelter. Set this to go to iron smelter and wait until empty cargo. That should be fine. I see nothing wrong with this plan, honestly. You are almost full. And then what? I guess we'll get back into base. These guys are almost pissed already. I guess we'll get back into base and... Oh, I should put a radar here. Do I have one? Can I make one? It's a race against time. Can I make the radar and put it down before the train leaves? Where'd it go? Here it is. Let's put it right there. Now we have coverage of this area. Thankfully, there are no neighbors in this area. 4.4 million coal, or iron down there, eh? Well, we're okay with iron for a little while. The thing we need next is stone and more copper, which there's copper there, there's 6 million copper there, and there's a 1,200 combined crude oil yield down there along the shores of that lake. So, I think we have some pretty good prospects going forward. We are still being attacked in the north. Which, yeah, it'll be fine. You know what, I guess I'll make some more lights while I'm here. Do I want to make lights? I can make lights. They take a more than insignificant... never mind, I guess we're not putting lights down here. Let's go! Train kills 0. Oh, I can't wait till that's 1. Coming through. Can't wait until it's 1 Admiral Ellis that has been flattened by a train. Too bad there are no boiler explosions in this game, eh? Alright, accumulators. Let's get those out of the way. And then let's get out of the train. So that's going to fuel the train, which is always good. And then it's going to fuel these guys, which I should grenade the hell out of this forest. It's just a Smokey the Bear, like it's an anti-Smokey the Bear style compulsion to throw grenades into the woods. Sort of like the car battery thing. Okay. How are we doing on power, by the way? Okay, like 2/3 used. Need some more belts. Need to string a long belt of iron up to here. Or maybe 2, even. Ultimately, we will need a, we will need something that makes the faster belts. But that's a different kind of problem. Once we have 2 belts of iron going somewhere, which is what we're going to do. Once we have 2 belts of iron going somewhere, it should become relatively easy to get this sorted out. And I think the way I'm going to do this, too, is going to be a little bit elegant. Because we happen to have one half full belt on the right, one half full belt on the left. We can just combine those, and then we can do that to balance the throughput of them. And I need to see if there's a spot where I can run two things up the cliff simultaneously. No, but I do have cliff explosives, so well, I don't know what I'm worried about. Let me just walk right in front of the train. I know it's not moving. They only stacked to 20. That's kind of interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. Good thing stuff doesn't degrade or need like spool up or spool down time. That's a really interesting like mechanic that this game doesn't have that it could. That I feel like a lot of similar things have, and by similar things I'm mostly thinking of Minecraft mods. But we're actually over time for this episode. I lost track, as Factorio makes you do. I'll see you all next time, I hope. And do the YouTube things, and yeah, have a great Monday. I guess this is coming out on a Monday, they always do. Bye-bye.